it's that one, which means now I've got that straight away, which is good. And this, I need to get the chat thing up. Let's pull that off. That's for Sarah. There's a chat doc, isn't it? Here we go, Twitch chat. So, I'm not sure if anyone's in. Just let them go in now. I'm going live. Okay, so I can close this. So VS Code. Alright. So catch this up. And the... How are you doing, fella? It's been some time. I'm gonna start doing this again properly. This is now made redundant. Yeah, my mum passed 25th of August. We buried her she got cremated last Thursday. So I've been like, head's been everywhere really, but helping my old man out. But we are all good now. Notepad. That's where I'm going to put the old main. I wonder if he wants to come on. Oh, no, honestly, it's been a long time coming. Hiya, John. Yeah, it was, my mum was in hospital from April and they thought she was going to die straight away. She had a fall and a stroke, or a stroke and a fall. Anyway, she got through that. She started learning stuff again and talking, and then she sort of went back downhill. I mean, she was 82, but she was quite frail. And then moved to a nursing home, and they thought she was going to die within a week there. But then she went back up again. But then she sort of really had a bit of a seizure or something. the Sunday before she passed, and I knew she was going. I'd always predicted she wouldn't outlast August. And this is work. Why have I got work? Oh, it's because it's too late. Too late. Far too late. Let me close that. I want to speak to Dad. Oh, no, I've just sent them a bloody listing. That was delete for everyone. Yeah, you know, I mean, I'm 54 and she was, like I said, she was 82. She'd done her innings, she had a nice life. She wouldn't have wanted to have been like that the way she was, truthfully. So, you know, it was a bit of a blessing. Yeah, I think the rest of the family's taking it quite hard. I'm probably a bit maybe more matter of fact about it. That might be due to my Asperger's or I don't know. I am old. Alright, see if he gets that. IFAs? No, Prince. Because phase is the thing. And you're not far off that anyway, Andy. I know that. Right, yeah, so I've done I keep cocking stuff up really. I can't code as good as OSK, and practice makes perfect. So what I wanted to do, he's able to figure out everything he needs, mostly. Oh wow. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. That could be a heavy conversation, John. So at least you found out. 49. Yeah, so I had labels. Okay, right. So none of this is going to change. My memory is, oopsie. My memory is still going to be the same. And we still need to import that. And then he has, right, so this is where we've got all the labels. And this is going to be memory locations. So, joystick direction. So, oh, right, okay. No idea what that means. Hey, John. Oh, the error message. Oh, where am I getting? I wrote it earlier. I had another file. Stacy. So this was okay. So let me go back. Let's go back one stage. If I do up here new file, Jeepers Christ, I can't remember anything. No, it's in here, isn't it? Yep. New file. We'll call this old main. No. So and then so this should be rename save as old name. So this is what the old one would do. F6. It would come on here, and that's the that's my so it goes I've got the joysticks enabled because oh no, it's this one. Oh no, I turned it off. I can never remember how to turn them back on. Enable joysticks. So it goes back and forth, left and right. But when it did the wrap round, and then I started thinking already I'm getting into issues. So, and there's some other things I need to remember. So that's what. That's why I already wanted to redo it. So that was the old text, and that's where I'm grabbing that other stuff from. Oopsie. Yes, it is. Something's just made a noise. God knows why. I've no idea what that is. I hate it when it does stuff like that. I can close that down. A new follow. Oh, thank you. I don't know how I would have known that, but moderate. I can do the moderator, can't I? Still shit, this, isn't it? I think the moderator view. Okay, so now I would see. Oh, so true. Yeah. So yeah. So what I wanted to do, I get my brain's not brilliant as it used to be. So that was the old one. So I can close that and get rid of that now. And I'm trying to learn how to use this. I know AJ's brought out another version of CBM PRG Studio. Question mark. Is that to the CBM Pro PRG Studio? Or is that about the word Amazon? Or the fact that I'm not slick? Or what the fuck am I doing? Yeah, I don't know. Going on, why it keeps popping up. Anyway, so what I want to do is grab the stuff that I wrote before, but I want to make sure I know. See, even now, is this the pointer or is this the position? It's a position. Oh, I saw this. I saw somebody doing something about that, about developing in the modern day, and it had it on there. I only like it because of Kick, and I think the only other way you can do it is through Sublime Text. But I'm trying to get used to Kick until AJ brings out the full version. Yeah, and I know. Oh, so this is so I need it for the other ones. I'm sure I'm making this harder for myself already. Why I shouldn't just stick with one sprite. Anyway, I don't learn unless I do this. Yeah, I think I have got Sublime. I've got Sublime on here. Oh. And I can't remember why. I can't remember why I stopped using it. Oh, right. Yes, John. OSK is also John. There's a few other things as well. Yeah, I can't remember why I used yeah, this is the 18, I think now. It's just come out. Don't be confused. It's all good. So the initialization still has to be the same. Clearing the screen is the same, and setting up the screen is the same. So that can all still be done. Yeah, I was looking for Tony. There's a guy I'm also expecting online. I don't know if he's going to talk. I don't even know if he's here yet. Guy called Tony from, I think it's from Belgium. Oh, right, got you. So Tony, we've been chatting on by email, and he's seen a couple of my videos, and I pointed him your way, John. But he's had bad experiences before online. So, but I sent him a message saying that I'm going on tonight. He is programming in assembly. No, he's not. In machine language directly, and loading it in using pokes. Which is, and then he sends it to me to look at, and I'm like, you're having a laugh. I can't. Oh, there's my batteries. Oh, brilliant. Yeah. So he's yeah. So Tony, this is pretty much everyone on OSK's Discord, and his Discord server is simply called Old School Coder. And there really just a decent, mostly bunch of people. So you should just come on and have a chat and stuff, because we're all, well, OSK is pretty talented, and Andy, no, my Mark 64 is quite talented. He's this guy. but yeah, we all sort of help each other and stuff. There's a few that aren't on here that still, like Gary. Gary said he was going to come on. He's a trucker. Andy is just Andy. So, but yeah. So I can just put these routines back in anyway. After the RTS. So it just breaks it up. I still don't know what this is doing. Right, so initialize, clear screen, setting up the sprites. That's that lot. So I can put all that in. Oh yes. So this would be X1, 2 and 3. What? Oh, okay. Yep, I can have that too. So that's the setup screen. So that means that should now just give me yeah. Rubbing's always allowed on my streams because I generally rub no hands. So what I really want to do is I want to conquer the movement first. So I've got the X, Y, X1 and Y1. Why does it come up to that? I can get rid of that. So I've got X and Y. Y is always going to be the same. X, I could, no, I have to have X1 and X2 because it's got to be, they have to be set alternate. And then you do what you like. Hey, Gary. Oh. I don't think I know this. Oh, bloody hell, look how busy it is. Your archive is just redonkulous. It's heavy going. Right, so I need that, need that. So then the other thing I need to have, and yeah. So in Shalon did it and it was really succinct what he did about going into the next beyond 256, and I nicked it. It's going to be in this one. Huh. Aces, it's empty. Is it this one? Yeah, you get the what he did was he counted it up by a factor of 2, but he divvied it down by 2 to get the x. So when the x got to be 150, 125 or 127, I can't remember what it was, you would flip the most significant here. So he has not that, it's this stuff. So this halves it, doesn't it? You get he's loading player X. I'm loading player X, decreasing it by 1, comparing it to 0. If it's not 0, it comes down here. It stores it in player X, but then we transfer it to the accumulator, divide it by 2, store that in SP0 and SP5, which means the pixel, the sprite has moved 2 characters to the left. So and it's the BCC that brings it back to if the carry's set, it means it's gone from it means it's crossed the border. But because he does we do a roll to go on the right. So we've increased it, compare it to X, go to archont loop. Oh, that doesn't sound right either. Oh no, it's still dividing it by 2 because we don't want I wonder if that really makes sense to my head. So if I just do the initialize I'll just put in some numbers here. Oops. Oh, set up sprites, we can do it in there. And temporary numbers. So I've already got them in there. Player X, Player X1, Player X2. I don't know if player screen X is right, but anyway, so player we'll just do it dirty. So if I load player X, ASL, STA, player how do you fill that in? Is it a tab? Yeah. Then if I LDA player X1 ASL so if I run that, it should still work, which it does, but if I run it in debugger, why is that at that height? Control G. Right. So I don't know why it's not running in here, but so then 11, 12, 13, no, 11, 13, 14, 11, 13 and 14, 11, 13, that doesn't make sense. I said the wrong words. 11 is 15, so 11 and 15, why is that 0? 13, okay, so so what I should do is pause it at that point. So, okay, I've got numbers now. 11. Oh no, it's still wrong. Okay, so let me pause it further up then. Shift F6. That's the point, it shouldn't have shown anything. Right. And it's okay, so I've already set those numbers up. So if I load whatever is an 11, should be 80. I have to clear something, don't I? Interesting, you're right. And yet that's what I was doing. Because this is actually doubling the amount. Because for every pixel, for every count it moves 2. You're right. So it does make sense. So I need to halve it by, I need to roll it to the right. And I think I need to clear. Oh, that's logical shift right. Doesn't I thought you could do doesn't a roll to the right as well also do it, but it moves, does that move the carry? I do the next bit. Believe it or not, my therapist, my not my therapist, person I'd go and see, psychotherapist, said that I should stream at least once a week because I enjoy doing it and I've been keeping away from it. So we've got 80. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of things. I had to write down a weekly thing on how I felt during the time when I was at work. Felt sleepy a lot, no enthusiasm, and then we started talking about planning stuff, and then I got enthusiastic, and she saw me and she was like, okay, like when we plan holidays and stuff. I mean, I'm anal about it, so a couple of years it takes me to plan a holiday, but then I'm very comfortable when I go there. So she said what you'll need to do is write up a planner for the week. So today I had to do the front, put a load of golden gravel down, and that's finally looking quite nice. So my dad is absolutely offline. Anyway, so that's all good. That's now working, I think, as I want it to do. And we'll use those lower numbers now I've got to work out how this is actually going to go. So I can do that temporarily in that loop. LDX player. Oops. Probably could have done an accumulator. We're going to log of sugar shift right. So that's now got that in there, but actually I don't know if I need to I can do so if it's 254 254 is 170 is 127, so 128. If it's 128, that's when we need to do the most significant bits. No, so what I'm doing, this is, so the idea is that player X is the value of player X is the X position of the sprite, because what I don't want to do is I don't want to move the sprite at the moment I don't want to move it 2 pixels across, because that's the way Shannon did it. I want to do it 1 pixel across, but I'm trying to work out how I can do the MSB bit succinctly, and I'm actually wondering if I even need to do that. I think I'm overcomplicating this, because what I was going to do was I get the X, I cut it in half, I check to see if it's at 128. If it's at 128, then it would be at 0, 0, but wanting to go to the next part, and if it is 128, I then set the most significant bit, and that was the idea. And I think it's easier than just keeping a track on the X. Oopsie. And having to reset it, and then I don't know. That's why I was trying to I was just trying this way. So so if that is the case, then LDA is it bit 0 or bit 7? It's bit 7, isn't it? So that needs to be 1. And then I would change that will work. Oh, will it work once? Oh, of course. Yeah, sorry, thank you. It's 1 bit for everything, isn't it? Yeah, the miss. Okay. But I think it's set to 0, and I can make sure of that. There's no. Where's the 0? Here. No, here. That's not the fucking thing, is it? I've got it down in here. It's D011 VCR1. No, it's not. It's this. I was thinking of VCR1 with bit 7, but that's a bloody raster extra. Don't know if that will work. Oh yeah. Okay, I will I'll break it there, because if that works once, we'll only see it that once. Yep, pile of shit. My programming is bollocks. This is 127. Huh? That means it might do it. Holy shit, it does it. Yeah, but if... So that did work. And now what I have to do... Well, I don't know if I want it to go... So this is the other thing I was wondering about. Do I want it to go all the way to the end? Because I had thought about making it scroll. A bit like Hunchback, so you get a longer landscape. Anyway, this is still useful because I can now do that. Huh. Oh, that's never gonna fucking work. Talk about getting that wrong way around. Brilliant. So I can get rid of that. So this is going to have to be done through dynamic coding. So we've got that. So this is going to be 1, 2. This will be 0, 1. This will be 1, 0. Jump spike 3. That is going to be 1, and that is going to be 2. And that's going to be to jump to loop, I think. I think that's right. Fucking awesome. It's bollocks, isn't it? Oh, yeah, because I'm a cock. I am. I've seen what they look like as well. I used to have one on my profile. Right, so I knew it wouldn't be right. I knew it wouldn't be right. And that's because it never gets to 128. And 127... Oh! Do 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 do. Fucking awesome. Do 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 do. So it can't be 0. But it's also not 127 because you get that gap. Unless I no, because I said it to be 0, so it's not that either. So then the only other thing is I wonder. Right, I was wondering about if I use a raster, do it at a raster point that's free. So I just chat to my dad because I've seen he's read it, but he's not bothered replying. And I don't even. He might already be on. Oh. Can't moderate my own thing. I don't know how. Oh, it says 9. So that could be my dad. Oh, he's looking already, so he is watching. So say hello to my dad. It's Mick. Everyone else has fallen asleep, it looks like. So, starts. So what I've been trying to do is get oops. I've done that in machine language, so Right, so that in general works. I just need to know. I don't know how to do this. What program should look like. I really don't. What should it look like? Where is... I thought I had it on here. CBM. No, I don't. Yes, I do. So, was the original? I think it was this one. So this is the original one. Key. Oh no, it's keys, isn't it? Yeah, I made it as keys. Okay, maybe I should do it like that. And make it a smaller plane. Because I want to have 3 different screens, but I want it to be a jet plane. But I don't want it going back and forth. I want it to go in one direction. No, I want it to... I want it so that you control it. So maybe you can't go off the edge of the screen, but you can make it go back and forth yourself. When you climb, it will use up more fuel. When you descend, it uses less. So that would be easier for me. I don't think I can do the other stuff, which is the scrolling. I could do the scrolling, but it would be like Hunchback. And I haven't even done that yet. Which means the sprites would be wrong, but that would work. Yeah, but my intention was to have guns that would you're allowed to bomb them, but then every so often you'd get the enemy would come in and put in another gun, so you can then go up and down, and when you climb you use more fuel, so there's going to be a fuel gauge. When you need to, you'll climb off the screen and that will bring you back onto another screen, and there'll be maybe the back end of a Hercules, or no, yeah, they're fuelers, and you have to refuel, but then the plane's going to be moving, you're moving, and you've got to get it sort of pixel perfect to get them to go in. That's what I was thinking as like a second part to this, because you've still got to kill all the guns. You still got to make a runway so that you can land. No, I wasn't. Yeah, see, that's why I wasn't sure, because that was the old premise. That was the premise of the old game. But I was trying to think. There's so many patrols, some sort of Falcon patrol. Someone had mentioned that, and I don't want it to be like Falcon Patrol, but I can't remember. I know it was in the desert, but I can't remember if you just had some certain targets, and then I thought, what if I could do that as well? And you had to do more precision bombing, so that you had to drop a bomb on a skyscraper that was red and destroy just that. And then you get deducted points if you hit other ones. But then the third one is you have to go on land, which will be a bit rubbish really, because you're putting a sprite onto the ground. So maybe I should write all that down, because I'm going to forget. I'll get rid of that. Why is that indented? Oh, that's why. So 3 screens. Screen 2, refueling. Screen 3, landing. I don't think so. They're starting to use Agile now in our place. I'm just glad I don't get involved with it. And so the main bomber, from left to right only. Oh no, right to left. It can go up and down. Single sprite. And to we do sprints as well. Well, I don't, they do. I stay out of it. Yes, that is true, and that's what a lot of people do. They do doo-doos. Single sprite, and then we're going to have a skyscraper, red target, possibly 2, power up, no, I think that's getting too complicated. Guns get put on randomly, and then I already know to do the skyscraper is random. Somebody mentioned a bird. Yeah, I think that will. I think that's fairly clear now. So really, what I need to do is define a sprite for the gun for the so that will no longer be relevant. However, you don't want to be watching me make a sprite. So we've done an hour of fuck all, really. 90% of it, you're having a laugh. Oh, yeah. Okay, good point. Oh, that's just ridiculous. No, the skyscrapers are gonna be random. I'll make the I'll make it like a small thingy, small building. No, what am I talking about? They're not crashing into a skyscraper. They're bombing it. That's fine. Oh, how is he getting on? Let me know when you get back. So that means I don't want to rip off all my old code because I don't understand it all, but I think that would work, which means I think I had multiple sprites. That's the bomb. That's the explosion. Cloud. Bomber. I didn't have multiple. Oh yes, I did. Yeah, I did. Look, there they go. They're the sprites. That's the. I did have multiple sprites. I think your wife might have that, Gary. Yeah. Okay. Which means I now have to. I don't need any of those things. What I do need is yeah. I wasn't going to go through my settings. Yeah, well, I think I'm now wise on what I need to do. So, if anything, you just helped me do nothing, but equally, I'm clear on what I want to do. So I'm gonna. It's a short one for me. I want to go and get all that prepped, and yeah, I just want to get back into doing this again, get in the swing of things. But yeah, thanks for coming and being around me. I'll catch you soon. Alright, have a good evening, guys. Cheers.